without it being live?
No, I hit that button earlier.
Oh wow.
I don't understand that.
That's crazy.
I don't understand that at all.
Oh wow.
Maybe
That
that's
was
why Prime stopped talking.
Oh,
He's all like, we're not live no more. Damn it.
We're live now.
We're live now.
welcome to the live show that actually started 45 minutes ago.
Yeah,
So I guess
45 minutes.
it's the new beginning, man. It's the new beginning.
It's a new beginning. You missed all the good shit too. I don't know if you people were watching earlier. You missed all the good shit.
That's crazy, bro.
Everybody was getting it on, getting right.
Damn.
We had some good shit. Actually, Kevin went beyond and above and beyond.
So I thought you would like telling me I missed something before because I feel like I came real late.
No, man. I'm just trying to catch,
bro.
I'm just trying to catch people up on your shit, dude.
That's wild.
Trying to give you some brownie points here, buddy.
Appreciate it,
Come
sir.
on.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy. I can't believe this shit. Yeah, I'm happy you recognize that it wasn't live, man.
I went to look and see how long we were talking, and then I realized that little ticker wasn't going. But I remember hitting that button earlier, so I wonder what happened there. If it actually initiated something and then stopped, or if it never initiated. I'm not positive.
Crazy.
It's amateur hour here, people.
Amateur hour.
Yeah.
How can they hear me?
Amateur hour.
Yeah, my daughter's providing vocals for us.
Nice.
Really?
Let me see. I'm trying to see if I can go back. Nah.
What the? Really? You want me to sing
Funny.
louder? I'll do it.
That's crazy, man.
I was trying to put a spotlight on my daughter while she's singing, so I
Oh, dude,
I got a stunt set. I got a stunt set up on her.
Really?
I watch it live.
That's unfortunate. I thought that.
Oh my goodness! So
I don't think it worked at all before. That was some good content we had too.
Yeah, really.
Nah, yeah, I don't think. I'm looking now to see if it. Yeah, it's not there.
It's not there. Oh no.
It's all good. It's all
That
good.
sucks. Sorry, guys.
So we have to recap.
Yeah.
Well, we definitely have to bring up that poster again and the whole shirt thing.
You're not gonna
Yeah.
recap the whole. You went through.
We maybe
your
don't
whole
have to go over my
book, bro.
pre-internet book that I have.
That was cool. You know, what's funny? That was a cool conversation because in my head while it was happening, I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be a cool thing to edit." Like whenever the hell I get to it, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That totally sucks.
It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. So the poster, we were showing the poster earlier, and that was
Kevin just came up with something new this week.
I don't even
It
know what the
is
hell that
really
file is.
awesome. Mundo's poster, because Mundo has a bar in our comic book
Yep.
Yep.
called Mundo's, and Kevin made a really awesome poster for it, which is
Dude,
going
and he
to
went
be-
above and beyond. That thing is awesome. Off the chain, guys.
Here
Off
it
the
goes. Here it
chain.
goes.
This is going to be one of the ones you get
There it
if
goes.
you sign up
I will
early.
drink to that.
Sign up at the pre-launch Drink with Mundo. The shit is on fire. There's an explosion in the background. It is a
Going on in
mushroom
the
cloud.
back.
Yeah.
You
And
want to
you can bring your
die?
own
make
bottle if
way
you
for the
want to.
Mundos.
Bring
Got
your
the
own
list
bottle
of
if you
his,
want to.
The list of the drinks that he makes at Mundo's. It's official. Then we were talking about doing a hoodie.
You can freeze your ass off and come on in. I'll warm you up, guaranteed. It might be your last drink. It might be your first drink. Make your pick, guys. Make your
Well, like
pick.
Mundo, that's what I was thinking. Where like you as a character, when the person walks into the bar, you know how they tell the bartender their problems.
Yeah.
Well, like when it seems like it's kind of too much, and you normally the bartender might say, "Hey, you know, it's not as bad as you think," but when it is as bad as they think, you pull out this bottle. Kevin, which bottle is it?
This one.
When you pull out this bottle, you get like the thermonuclear meltdown or whatever. And you only got like a 5% chance of living after that shot. But you know what, Mundo? This is kind of what I think should happen with your character is like you take that drink with them. Because you know how like if you drink like a little bit of poison, like every day you'll become like immune to that poison.
Yeah.
I feel like maybe that happened for you. So like
That'll work.
Yeah, like people want to let's say end it, or they want to take that chance where it's like 50-50, you could die or something, and every single time Mundo is fine, you know, and they either live or die, you know. So it's like people think you're kind of like super special that you could survive this every time. Like you take the drink with the person and they drop.
That's a good idea. That really is a good idea. So the icebreaker, I think, is going to be the weak drink, the weaker drink.
Right. That's like what everyone orders when they first come in, or it's like if there's like somebody new and they can't handle anything else, they get an icebreaker.
Remember, I slapped the shit out of those who. I'm laughing so hard right now. I can't even talk, dude. I'm laughing so hard right now. Remember, I slapped the shit out of anybody who asked for the weak drink. Remember that.
That's funny as hell. Slap.
Are you sure? Are you sure you want that drink?
Boom.
Yes, I want the icebreaker. Are you sure you want that drink? Yes, please. Let me have the icebreaker. I'll give you that fucking drink.
That's funny as hell, man.
It's the most expensive drink because it's only made for sissies.
Sissified.
Yeah.
Then we were talking about the pencils I started this week.
These I love. I love the lighting on these. Absolutely fucking great. I was saying before how I can't wait to color this. And then Kevin was talking about how he's going to take the bottom right-hand corner and make it this like reversed, like kind of a reversed out.
Yeah, color's gonna be amazing, man.
It's gonna be good.
I love that face. Oh, your whole Cowboy Bebop conversation got it. Wasn't on there.
Yeah, we went in on Afro Samurai, Cowboy Bebop.
All the good shit.
All my goddamn cards. Which Netflix I think I have to pull out again.
The cards. You're gonna have to pull the cards out again. The amazing cards.
So I went back in on Cowboy Bebop, and then you told me that Netflix is making a live action series I didn't know about, and that one of the characters is like a forced transsexual. And I was like, "What are you talking about? This and that." But then the more we spoke, the more I realized it might be Gren, who was like an old like war buddy of his and shit. Like he hates his dude named Vicious. So Gren was with Vicious at war, and like Gren is like he's almost like a woman, you know what I mean? Like he looks very womanly in the cartoon. And this cartoon, like I said before, was from like '96 or something like that. They were no joke, man. This cartoon is fire. Cartoon is fire.
But like we were saying earlier, that back in those days, the early days, man, people put a lot of heart and soul into those shows because they were really original storyline, original content. None of this pull from this other here and other story there and this bullshit. You know, people were really creative at that time. You know, just like you guys are being right now. I mean, you know, the creativity is coming left and right. You know, boom, boom, boom.
I just hope they really don't fuck it up.
Kev, did you show the sweatshirt?
Yeah,
you showed it to us an hour ago, but did you just show it just now?
I just flashed it. Yep. Yes,
that did not get enough attention this time. That did not get enough attention.
Is ideal.
But, earlier, I also just want to say real quick that we are in the process of coming out with a review for this book, Why the Last Man.
That's what I missed when I came late.
Yeah, I was talking about this earlier. I didn't hit the live button, so sorry anybody that was in here at 10:15 trying to come into the show. It was my fault. I thought I hit the button, didn't hit the button. We had a couple things to say. I'll just say it real quick. We're gonna review this book. So in a couple weeks, you'll be able to read it if you want to order from Amazon and kind of talk about it with us. I was discussing before how I love in the back of this book, there is the concept art for the characters by the artist. And we are going to do something similar with our comic Albatross Junction that's coming out next year. So in between,
that's going to be amazing.
Yeah, it's going to be cool with a lot of art we did in preparation to make this book, and we'll include some of it in the volume 1. So it might be in between issues number 1 and 2, or it might be in the back like this is, to kind of see different character concepts and stuff like that. That's one of my favorite things. After I've read a book that I really like, I like to see where the artist came up with some of that stuff and how they developed the look.
Yeah,
so
I couldn't stop putting it down, man. I mean, I
yeah,
can't
Mundo's already finished with this book.
I can't believe how fast I actually read. I don't ever read that much, even in a whole month. I don't. I can't even finish books that I get, and I'm telling you, I could not put this book down, and that is saying something, about that book. I mean, absolutely amazing. I can't wait for us to talk about it, and the main character is really something else too.
That's cool.
His story is just amazing, but it's you once you really get into it and you start understanding what he's trying to do and what he's about, and the shit that he's gonna do within the book. Oh my God. It's great. It's great. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, Stephen King says right on the front, it says a quote from Stephen King, the best graphic novel I've ever read. This is recommended by Kevin and my friend Paul, and he's going to come on with us when we discuss it. Hopefully in a couple weeks. I'll be away on a trip. I'm going to bring this book with me. I'm going to read it, and one of our comic book creation live shows, we will go over kind of review what we think about it. Mundo said a little bit about it, but without spoilers so far. So we'll get into it when all of us have read it. Kevin started it. I haven't started it yet, but I took this out to get it into my luggage so that I can kind of read it on my trip I always bring like a magazine or something and try to read something real. Yeah, I'll be leaving, going down to Florida. Be gone for like a month. So I'm going to bring what I was showing you before, just so people see what I was talking about before, is this 11 by 17 art book, which these pages that we've been drawing for Albatross Junction be able to fit inside the cellophane.
See that you said you got that art book from was it Amazon?
Yeah, it was only like $13. I couldn't believe it because it's big and it's got 24 pages, which means 24? You could put like 48 pieces of art in here. So I thought when Kevin gives me his couple of pages that I'm going to ink or whatever while I'm on my trip, I will take this. I will have my Kevin's pages in there. I have a second one of these coming, and I'm going to protect issue number 1, all the pages from issue number 1 of Albatross Junction, and hopefully in 20 years they will look just as good as these cards.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna get me one of those.
Before we're looking at
is that a saber right there? Is that a saber I'm looking at right underneath?
What am I drawing? Oh yeah. This is a Star Wars picture.
Who says I don't pay attention?
Did you finally catch up to Mando or what?
Yeah. Oh my God.
The reason why I was a little late starting the show the show was really late tonight, but that was a different problem. I didn't hit the button properly the first time a couple hours ago when we really started, was because I was watching that episode. I think it's episode 5, right, where it's Ahsoka, this first scene, and she's kicking ass, and they're in this kind of Asian, Japanese-looking town or whatever.
Yeah.
I just watched that tonight, so yeah. If,
you guys so you still got one more episode to go.
There's another one. So, because I was catching my friend up. My friend's been here for like a week or whatever. So he didn't watch any Mandalorian. So we caught him up just tonight, got to that episode where I saw Ahsoka, which she looked amazing. It looked really great. And I would assume that any Ahsoka fan would be mega pleased with what they see. I would hope, because it's, to me, the voice as well. Like, she had the voice. Now, first of all, I love Rosario Dawson and everything she's ever been in. I love the movie. So,
right, exactly.
So she can really do no wrong in my book. But I just think that for any Ahsoka fan, I think that they'll be pretty fucking happy, don't you? I mean,
I was blown away, and here's the reason. Here's the reason why I was blown away, and because Rosario Dawson, the way she portrayed her as when we saw Ahsoka, she was growing up, right, under Anakin, and then we see her grown up in the Mandalorian. And Rosario Dawson has always been that kind of like more grown up person than she usually plays. You know what I mean? She portrays, an adult personality. Even though she may be younger, she's always appeared like she's a little bit older, and through her characters. And so that representation of Ahsoka all grown up was just spot on, amazing.
I thought so too, because don't you feel like Ahsoka at that time, 5 years after Return of the Jedi, when the show takes place, that she would be approximately like 40 years old, right? And she looked like that. She also, I mean, I just personally think that the power level of that character is pretty high, because it's like, first of all, Anakin trained her, right? So it's like the chosen one trained her. Nobody else got that. Even like Luke didn't get that shit. No, like, not even Luke got that. So she got that. And then when he turned bad, she fought him and lived.
Yeah,
and he's the baddest mofo around. So that means like she's basically unstoppable. Like, right? Like, she's basically unstoppable, because if she could face Vader, she walked away, or maybe she crawled away. But it's like, she faced Vader. She kind of nicked him a couple times. She got his mask destroyed. She jumped over
his attention.
Yeah, she got his attention. And I think she's got to be one of the most powerful people in this universe that they have there. And it was pretty cool to see her attack the Mandalorian and see him be able to stand his ground. And he didn't fight back, because that's who he was there to find. But it was really interesting to see them clash for that couple seconds, and then obviously they worked together. It also seemed like a pretty long episode. I was happy about that. Like, I had watched like 27 minutes, and then my friend says, "How much more is there left?" I said, I hit pause. I said, "There's 19 more minutes." I was like, "That's a pretty good episode, pretty long episode."
Yeah. Oh, you'll be blown away by the next episode, man. And I so badly want to tell you about it, but I'm not going to spoil it for you. So
that one, I'm kind of glad about that I don't know anything. Like the Ahsoka one was a bunch of Instagram spoilers. Somehow I managed to avoid the ones from the most recent episode.
Yeah.
But it was also cool to learn the name of the kid, and I like how they took their time with that a little bit. Like, Ahsoka's like meditating with them, or just staring at him, or whatever they're doing, and they let that rest there for like a minute or two of showtime, which I thought was pretty bold. But it paid off, because it slowed down those episodes have a tendency to kind of like, they have to have a beginning, a middle, and an end, and all wrap it up in an episode, it seems like. This one seemed like more of a, we stopped and took time here a little bit more. Although there were certain things I didn't understand, like the guy at the end that was like an Asian guy, and he looked really cool. He was like dressed up like in a good outfit, like a fancy outfit. Like, the only thing I could assume from it was like, oh, he was like the previous like mayor of the town or something. I mean, I'm just making that up.
That's what I just assumed.
Yeah.
At first I was like, oh, that's her apprentice. And I'm like, wait a sec. Because it looked like he almost had like a fancy Jedi outfit. But I was like, oh, maybe not. Maybe he's just like a mayor or some businessman or something. Like somebody that they look up to.
Yeah, and our oh my gosh, the just her lightsabers though. Oh, I was all like,
I
oh,
loved it how
dude.
they got busy quick with that too. They just got
I
busy
would,
in the
First
first
scene. It was
60
the
seconds,
first scene.
right?
Ahsoka's lightsabers is a pair of sabers I would love to have in the future.
I got worried in the episode when she lost one of the lightsabers because it got knocked out of her hand with that staff.
Yeah.
And that was frightening because I remember from the cartoon that like she's like
She can do it.
designated as like a two-handed fighter or whatever. Now I know that her being 40 years old, I would have to assume that she perfected also single lightsaber combat. I would hope by that time she probably had to. But I just remember from the cartoon, and then when she had only one in this show, she did you notice she was holding it like the cartoon dual wielding thing? She kind of held it in a backhanded position. I was like, oh, that's a callback to the show, huh?
Yeah, exactly. And so, see, she's very. I think she got proficient in both ways, not in just the two side. I think she felt very comfortable with both sabers in the hands, but she was also proficient with the single hand type.
Agreed.
Because her adaptation, because she's not with the Jedi anymore, because she's not training and she's done with her training. But it gave her, all that time that we never saw her, what she was doing within that time period, that nobody thought where she was, what she's doing, all this and this and that after she fought Anakin. Well, here's the thing. She was probably training for a single saber fight in case she end up only having one saber at any one time. And if she became proficient in both ways, she could become comfortable either way and not even care of who she's fighting, because she can kick ass no matter what.
Yeah, I think she's like top of the food chain for sure. Yeah, Primal, sorry about that. We thought we said hello to you earlier. It turns out I didn't hit the live button. So we had this whole conversation for like an hour where we talked about Primal Gamer, we talked about baseball cards, we talked about lots of stuff, and it wasn't live. So sorry about that. There's Primal Gamer's intro that we owe him because
Buenos dias, Primal Gamer. I love his intro. Love his intro.
The roar.
It's the best.
Oh, he had left because he thought we weren't going live, and double check saw we were here. Well, thanks for checking back, because that was my boomer mistake. I clicked the button and God only knows what happened after that. It didn't work, but I do want to go over something that we talked about before we went live, which is these cards, because back in 1991, Marvel put out these cards, and like, for instance, here's one from that features the Phoenix, which is what's her name? Rebecca. Let's see what her name is. She's from Excalibur. Oh, Rachel Summers, right? So it's Cyclops and Jean Grey's daughter. Oh. Now, what they have on here is like her stats on the back of the card, which we were saying before how we love the stats. But back in 91, they have strength, speed, agility, stamina, durability, intelligence as like the power ratings. That's not really enough to talk about like the Phoenix, like the Phoenix powers are, they include other things like energy, projection, different things like that. So these are the cards that I had back when I was a kid, and I put them in this book back then. But then back in 1982, a year later, let's see where they are. They came out with another set of cards. that I like because was this the one we're looking at? We're looking at Quasar. Let's check out Captain Marvel because that's another 91. Let's go to 92. Because in 92 they used a different thing.
I'm actually almost sad that I didn't get those cards. I think I should have got.
I forgot how they came. If they came in like baseball cards, like it just said a pack with like 20 with like a piece of gum in there or something. I forget how they came.
No, it was. They came in a pack, but it wasn't like the bubble gum kind. It was just a pack that you had bought, and I should have bought the whole deck when I had a chance, and I didn't.
Some of the like stuff we're going to come up with for Albatross is going to be cards like this. Everyone's going to get 2 cards. Out of a set of like 24 cards we're going to make, and we want to do this for our characters too, where they have those power levels, but they got a little smarter in 92, and they put like mental powers, which would make sense for Phoenix. They would put they put fighting ability. They added that. They put energy projection, which is the most important one, and actually Magneto is almost at the top of the charts with that one. He's at a 6 out of 7. It's got their some other information like their name. Actually, is Magneto's real name Magnus? That's weird. His name is Eric Lensher.
Yeah,
I guess
Eric
here
Lensher.
In 1992 it was Magnus. Okay.
Weird.
Oh, they probably shortened Magneto down to Magnus.
Yeah, or they didn't have this Eric name at that point or something.
I think that may be one of the reasons why I didn't collect that, because when I saw that, it kind of threw me off as far as they're not doing justice to his real, to his real
Sometimes
name.
they don't know. Like it is kind of BS sometimes.
I think that was one of the reasons that threw me off from that series.
It says his name is Max Eisenhart.
What?
I'm serious.
Is the movie just have it wrong when they say Eric Lensher?
Well, they could have just made up their own shit the way they're chopping dicks off for Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah, that's true. Those SJWs could have started way back in 2000.
Yeah,
who knows?
Who the fuck knows?
It looks like they have a card here for like a comic like miniseries, like Secret Wars has its own card. So this is like, another idea that me and Kevin have where we're going to do like a place. So like this could be like Pikeburg, and it'll be a picture of the place. And on the back, it might say Pikeburg has El Mundo's bar, and maybe like a little picture.
How many sun satellites, if any?
Yeah, it'll have like a little paragraph about what Pikeburg's about.
Oh my God, I can just see it. I can just see the card like that with El Mundo's on it. And Kevin, your poster on there.
Yeah.
On the back of it. Oh my God, I can
bring
just
up
see it.
that poster again. We need to see that again.
The poster.
Oh,
Yeah.
look, and take a look at these cards. I forgot all about these until right now. This is like Liefeld put out cards for Marvel.
Are those the foil? Are those the foil ones?
This
I know
is like,
didn't
I think
they have some
all
foil?
about X-Force or something. Like
Yeah.
this is X-Force trading cards. So this is more along the lines of like, because X-Force was a comic book, right? And in Marvel, this is kind of what Albatross cards will be like. It'll be like in the Albatross world, and we'll have these cards with some information on the back. I like these because these were Jim Lee art. Let's see what's on the back of these. Oh, this is just X-Men, similar style, but X-Men trading card. This is my favorite picture of Havoc ever. Kevin.
Oh yeah, see that's nice.
Yeah,
Kevin.
yeah, pretty sick.
I have one of the graphic novels with Wolverine and Havoc together.
I remember this series, man. I didn't like it.
You didn't like it? I did.
I'm talking about this series of cards that Ant got up here. I thought they looked cheaper than the rest.
Those cards. Yeah, I thought you were talking
they
about.
Feel cheaper.
And the
Yeah,
artwork
those
was
cards,
was like the cheap version. Like don't
Yeah.
shortchange
No,
me
I
on the
agree.
artwork, man.
Well, the
Yeah, I
artwork
agree.
here is just a snippet from a comic. You see, this is like X-Men number
Yeah,
8.
yeah, but
It's like,
I think what was
Uncanny
happening
X-Men.
was they started fucking around with digital and they tried to smooth colors out and it didn't translate right at first.
Yeah,
It
no,
right.
I agree.
Look-
I agree.
looked like it looked like B-sides. Like, what the fuck is this? This isn't it.
See, like
Yeah.
this is like from X-Men number 1. This is just a panel.
Yeah, but you see
we
what I'm
don't
talking
really
about?
want to
Like,
do that
recolor it?
type of thing.
Fucking
We want to
tragic.
do
Trash. That shit is garbage.
ours are going to be original art, like Kevin did here with this poster. This is not just like a snippet of something in our book. This is something that he made specifically to be a poster for El Mundo's.
Yeah, but at the same time, we do got those cards though, like this one.
Yeah.
I will guaranteed to warm you up out of the cold.
Yeah, Primal, I just caught up on the Ahsoka episode, the first time we see Ahsoka, and I still have to watch the very newest. But I think these guys saw the newest episode of Mandalorian.
Yeah, newest.
I'm going to watch it probably tomorrow night. Oh, here's some cool ones because these are like covers of the comic. Yeah, like look at this like Marvel Age. I would consider this an option. Maybe we could do something like this with the covers.
Yeah, covers would be fire.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Covers would be cool as hell.
I remember some of these, like Machine Man. Do you remember this one?
No.
Let's see. Remember this cover?
Oh, wait a minute. Pull it up bigger.
Yeah.
I think I remember this, like having this book or seeing this book.
Oh, shit.
Definitely the font. I remember. I
remember the artwork though. Cause I remember. There was I forgot what the original artwork was, with all the wires coming out the face. It was like a Jimi Hendrix screaming or some crazy shit like that. Remember all the wires, and they had like iterations of it.
Well, wasn't there a Wolverine episode comic like that where he's got all his wires from Weapon X?
He does, yeah.
Wait a minute, I think I might have it in my box right here.
Yeah, we both have it. We both have it.
Windows got everything within reach.
Oh, sorry. You know what? All my Wolverines are in the other box. I got all the X-Men stuff right here. All the Uncanny and all that other shit.
Dobbs is almost looking like he's wearing X-Men colors.
Yeah, I know. He looks like it. He looks like it. Like I got a color on this shit right here.
This one of my favorite covers right here off of X-Men, dude. Look at that.
Yeah, it's fire.
Omega Red versus Wolverine. I like that too. You know, I was so fascinated with anybody from the Weapon X program. I was so fascinated with Omega Red and just anybody. Like, remember there was a guy named Maverick. He was like an ops dude, and there was a couple issues where he walked around with Maverick, and I was like, holy shit, these Weapon X people are the shit.
Right, and I thought so too, because they all kind of like, they were a whole part of the team, but at the same time, you know, you got that feeling that they're all out for themselves, except for Wolverine was trying to be the part of the team, and it just got to the point where he's like, you know what, fuck y'all. I mean, I'm doing my own thing now. Fuck y'all.
Yo, look what I got.
Oh, look at that shit.
That one's hot.
I didn't know Garbage Pail Kids were in the back of this. Look at all these. Oh my
God, look at those. Oh, you don't know how much of a treat this is just to see those, dude.
And it's reminding me that they're all stickers. And then remember the back of them? Like the back sometimes formed a poster.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess if you collect
you always have a stack of those.
Yeah, okay. Here's one of my favorite ones.
I had the whole collection, and somebody ripped mine off, man. And I think
I kind of like the cigarette one.
Atom bomb. And yeah, that one was
crazy. I got an atom bomb figure.
I forgot these were in the back of my book.
Wow, dude.
Oh, here's some more superhero ones though.
Look,
these look newer. Let's see what
the green one kind of looks like a Dybbuk almost, dude.
Looks crazy.
Yeah, that's true. That's a Kree. Kev, look at the this is obviously later. I don't know what year this is, but does it say right there? 1993. So this is the next year. But they simplified the power rating thing. I don't like that as much. Can you see that? That's like more graphical with just a number. That sucks, dude.
I can't really make it out.
See, and that's another thing. I think that's another reason why those kind of threw me off, because they scaled down their powers quite a bit. You know what I mean? It's that they didn't give them due justice.
I don't think they had the same people like writing the stories as they did doing these cards.
Yeah, I don't think they even knew what the hell they were doing either.
They definitely got messier with these 1993 cards. That was uglier. Like the 1992 ones look the best that I saw so far.
Man, it's making me it's so funny because 92, 93, and then I graduated in 94, right? I graduated high school in 94. So it's like, wow, man.
Now you guys heard this and you guys saw this spiel already, but let me show Primal. Here we go. Kevin needs to show his book again too, because we showed our reference books before, and I hadn't hit the live button yet. So let me show you my reference books. Like I have, this is like before the internet, before you could Google stuff. I just had like a goofy binder with like pictures of my friends on the front, and then different references, you know. So this is the type of thing like for anybody like Primal that grew up with the internet, and you just type something in. Imagine, you know, before that you needed something, maybe you needed something to kind of draw from. If I needed a watch, you know, if I wanted someone sexy that had different, you know, maybe a blonde or maybe a brunette, I just cut out some pictures. Sneakers, you know, like what would like a Ferrari, if I needed a Ferrari really fast, I could grab this binder. But now we could just type stuff in. So like this is like a card here. I love it.
I'm gonna tell you the truth. The back in the days in the 90s when I had to, you know, you had to come up with an image and you did an image search. The image search for me was going to the library, to the periodical section, looking at stacks of magazines, and if I liked the picture, I would look around and have a fucking razor and cut it out and then put it in my folder, and I would just take slice pages out for like reference pictures and shit. Fucked up.
I don't know if I went that far, but I had.
Like you said, there was no internet. There was no other way to do it.
There was no other way.
I didn't own that many books.
Like I would look out for stuff. Like I apparently got something where these cards showed pictures of helicopters and planes. So I put them in the binder too, because I was like, well, you know, Jim Lee put out a video in like 1991 on a videotape, and he said, you know, when you're in the dentist's office, you got to look around at the dentist's office because you got to maybe draw that everywhere. Now you really don't need to be, I guess, that good, because
you got to give a fuck anymore.
You don't have to give as much of a fuck, because you could look up whatever you need to look up. But if I needed to draw a Tomcat F-14 back in 1992, I would probably have looked at this picture and maybe try to change the angle or something, but at least know something about the plane. Like here's the stealth bomber, you know, and like the X-Men based their plane off the SR-71. This was something newer, so this would have been like our ship for Donovan is kind of like a stealth bomber, but with the like the wings reversed.
It's crazy, man.
So got the Concorde in here. Other pictures of the Nighthawk. This thing I thought was a Concorde, but this is something else. I don't know what that is. Mach 3.
The wife over here getting frisky.
What's it?
Mundo Monday.
What's it?
Say hi.
Hi.
How could you not? How could you not get frisky with Mundo on a Monday?
She came to the bar a lot earlier, man. She had herself some drinks. She had a nuclear meltdown.
Hey Kelly, congratulations. Hopefully you guys everything goes smoothly with that house.
Thank you.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, I need to send you guys a pic, man. I'll send you all a pic.
That's so awesome. It's like the most exciting thing you could do, you know.
It's huge.
Oh, yeah.
Get in there and set it up the way you want, whatever.
He'll have a clean garage.
Nice.
He's already got
It
plans
won't
on how
even
to
be
set
used
stuff
as a
up.
garage. It will be where his toys go.
Yeah, we like I was telling y'all earlier, we'll put it probably as an entertainment area, but
Nice.
I'll be building the sabers in the garage for sure.
Nice. Yeah, I need a
she's
garage in my
digging
life.
she's digging the art, guys. She's
Oh,
digging
thank
the art.
you.
Yeah, it looks good. That page looks real good. Shit.
Shit.
I like how it's, everyone can see it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep, they hear and they see all. They know all.
They know
I'm
everything.
gonna record the process and then I'll show it to you.
Okay.
I'm gonna let you go, okay?
All right, babe.
Have a good night.
She's the.
Yeah, I've been
So
listening
what-
to nothing but Booyah Tribe today, man. You remember the Booyah Tribe?
Booyah Tribe.
One of them dudes died and shit.
Yep.
So I was listening to all the old shit. Big ass Samoans. Big ass gangster rap Samoans, bro. They were crazy.
Crazy, huh?
And you know the Booyah Tribe?
No.
Oh,
Is that like something like the video Mundo sent us? Where there was
Nah. These are like Samoans, bro. It's like Moana and shit. They were fucking gangsters, though. They were fucking so Booyah Tribe. First time I saw them, I was a kid, man. I was like maybe 13, and I saw a video where there's a bunch of huge, like 6 foot, 300-pounders, bro. Looked like they were fresh out, and they were all tatted up, bro. Like this, you never seen nobody tatted up like this in 89, 90. It wasn't a thing, really, right? But they all had big ass tattoos everywhere, no t-shirts on, big ass gangster shades and shit, and they had long fucking braids like Native Americans. You know what I'm saying? And they just looked crazy. And they were talking some gangster fucking drive-by killer shit. I was like, yo, what the fuck is this? I was like, what am I watching? This is crazy. Yo, and you believe them. I was like, yo, one dude's name is Murder One, bro. Like,
Oh wow.
because he got a murder one. It's yo, Booyah Tribe, bro. Crazy.
Are they still making music?
I mean, they're not really still. The main dude died a couple of days ago, like 2 or 3 days ago.
Oh wow.
But they're older now, you know what I'm saying? They're all doing their own thing. Like their music career is pretty much
over.
What you need is a career.
But yeah, man. But they did it though. You know what I'm saying? Like they're still recognized. They get crazy respect. Booyah Tribe, yo.
Primal Gamer says, any art for the holidays? Like, do you guys make Christmas drawings or cards, or is that just me? I wish I had the time to do that. That sounds like a lot of fun.
Nah,
I was just thinking a Dybbuk Christmas.
Oh, that'd be great. That would work.
That would be cool as shit, man.
Kevin, do you do any special paintings or artwork for the holiday?
No, I mean I do a lot as gifts, not as like season's greetings. You know what I'm saying? Like I give gifts and shit, like paintings and shit like that.
I've purchased like blank cards that I could draw on, and only rarely do I do that and then give it as a gift. Like sometimes for my mom or something like that, or my aunt.
Oh fuck!
But you out of power on that.
Cat just died on me. Yeah. Yeah.
No big deal. Let's see. This is making me feel like a Zoomer. I have no idea what these are. Do you mean my books? My weird books? My reference books? I mean, I still use my books from when I was younger to draw animals when I don't have a phone. Plus, I just like learning about animals. Yeah, that actually made me change my settings on my phone because you know how everyone's phone, when you get it, it's like the default settings is it'll turn off after a couple minutes. Like the screen will go blank. I set my phone to stay on specifically for like to never go into screensaver because I oftentimes have something on it as a reference that I'm drawing, and I have it right next to me, so I don't want the screen to go out, but I just always have to remember to like, you know, click it off when I'm done, or else you'll drain the battery. Yeah. It'll literally never turn off.
Yo, what generation do they call Zoomers?
Is that after millennials?
I don't know.
Is there such a thing after millennial? Or I thought millennials.
Well, millennials, people.
Well, because the boomers, the baby boomers,
wrong, man. Millennials are like from like 86 to like early 2000s.
Well, because remember our boss Suzanne told us that it's Generation Z, so maybe Z stands for Zoomer.
And now everybody's on Zoom. That's pretty crazy, right?
Yeah, that would make sense.
It's kind of a wild coincidence and shit.
Yeah, I just found my books today too. I was like transferring books that didn't fit because Kev, you know, I built all my new shelves and stuff. Mundo saw the pictures, and I built all these shelves and I put all my books on. And there's some books that didn't fit, and some of them were like when I was a kid, I had them like how to draw lions, and then another book how to draw horses, and then another book like how to paint in oils, you know. And then so like there's some books I didn't have enough room for, and I ended up like kind of flipping through them before I put them a little farther away.
Yeah. It's looking good.
Oh, he's saying from 2001 to now is a Zoomer. Okay, that makes sense.
Makes sense. Yeah, it's fucking
20 years. So I guess like a Zoomer. Yeah, like a Zoomer will be, that generation will be done soon then too, because there'll be something else. Because it's like 20 years. It'll be 2021. How long does a generation go? About 20 years. So then they're going to call it something else. There's no more letters. Like, what are they going to do? Move to a different alphabet?
What are we? Are we Y?
I think we're X.
We're X.
The end of X, like
I don't even know, bro.
Very end of Generation X.
Boomers.
Generation Next. Yeah, it's Boomers.
Baby
Yeah. We're X.
We're Generation X after Baby Boomers.
And
we're right after Baby Boomers.
I like it. Yeah,
there was nothing in
X,
between Boomers and Generation X. What about hippies? What are they? Are they boomers?
Those are before the baby boomers. No. I think the hippies are baby boomers.
Yeah.
The millennials are from 1980 to 2000, or Generation Y, the millennials.
Okay.
2000 and new Generation Z. They call them the silent generation. That's pretty wild.
Silent, huh? Because they're always typing. Why. They're
I guess there's no interaction. They're just at home. That's pretty sick.
Typing.
So baby boomers 46 to 64. 13ers. What the fuck is it? We're the 13ers, but Generation X is from 65 to 79. So we're Generation X.
Just made it.
What the fuck is the 13ers though? What the fuck
That's
is that?
Before them or after us?
That's us. We are the 13ers. Generation X is called 13ers.
Huh.
Just like millennials, Generation Y.
I guess MS-13 is more influenced than we thought.
13ers, yo. 13ers. That's crazy.
Hey, and remember that
crazy.
Remember that finger drill I was talking to you about? That shit. Hold on.
Finger drill.
Yeah, sounds like a poem.
that drill that I told you about. No, for the soundboard.
Oh, right. Okay, I thought it was that thing you wanted to put up in me.
No. Oh my God.
Pause.
Really? Pause. You've been he's been watching RoboCop again too much. He went back to the RoboCop shoot dick.
Terrible.
No. Amazing, dude. It clears out. You know, you make a mistake with the soldier on the board, and in order for you to keep it from overheating the board and stuff, this works wonders.
Is that a tiny bit inside a holder?
Yeah,
I think that's what Harris was looking for at my house the other day. He goes, "Don't you have a holder to hold on to this like tiny little bit?" And I was like, "I don't know what that is, but I think
yeah,
yeah.
A couple of bucks, man. $7 to $8, dude. $7 to $8 on eBay."
That's true, because when I try to put that little tiny bit inside my drill, it would keep falling out. And Harris is like, "You need the adapter that holds it."
It looks like my tattoo pen.
It does. Just get you one of these, man. It just re-drills the little hole in the soundboard, man. You don't have to reheat it up or anything. The only thing you just got to make sure that you clear all that stuff out, but you know, it'll keep it from frying the board.
Crazy.
Yeah, a lot of books I had that were like for art references were also like the lion and horse book. It wasn't photos. It was like someone else's drawings. Did you have those books cover? It's like how to draw lions, but it wasn't like photos of lions. It's just like someone's black and white drawings of lines. And the same thing, I had the horse book.
Oh,
I had
yeah.
I used to use encyclopedias and then the Grey's Anatomy books a lot. The Grey's Anatomy books were dope. And like I remember whenever I wanted to draw like a superhero, I would get like bodybuilder magazines and try to use like a real physique and make it look like Colossus or somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That shit was fun. That was fun. Like it wouldn't look like Marvel. It'll look like a real fucking, just a real huge steroid out body. Yeah, it was dope. I used to have fun doing that shit. Used to have fun doing that shite.
That shite.
That shite. Sign up early.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you want to get that cool poster that Kevin was showing before with the mushroom plume in the background and the skull. That's going to be one of the posters you get for signing up early. Go put your email in over at our IndieGogo. It's a pre-launch campaign right now, but we're going to launch it soon. And once you put your email in, you'll be in for those trading cards and posters. Mundo's already in. So you got to get over there. The link is in the description. Also, check out our 60-second trailer. It's pretty cool. It is in the description as well. It should be there. That's on this channel. You can also check out our backup channel, which is Comic Book Creation. And that's where Kevin's been posting a bunch of our clip show videos that are from older Comic Book Creation live shows about Albatross Junction. So if you want to see the whole process of like how we make the comic book Albatross Junction Volume 1, you could pretty much see it from the start if you check out those videos on Comic Book Creation channel.
Yep.
Primal Gamer says, yeah, I know how hard it was to draw a cheetah because almost every image was blurred. Yeah, that's true. That's true. And like I was always like, even back in 92, however early Photoshop came out, I had Photoshop, and I was like, people were always confused about what was possible in Photoshop. It's like, oh, can't you just like take something blurry and make it unblurry? It's like they're still asking that like 25 years later, 30 years later. It's no, you can't. You can't take something blurry and make it unblurry. Really, it's like the information isn't there, you know, in the photo. So it's up to your imagination to kind of, you know, figure out what's there. If it's blurry, especially a cheetah, like a cheetah's gonna be blurry as hell. But yeah, I would have these books like the for anatomy. I would always have these what's his name, Bern Hogarth. Do you remember that person, Kev, who would have these comic book like anatomy books all drawn? No. It was pretty good.
I don't bad at all.
He had like a series. I would save up my money and buy those books. They used to be like $40 or whatever. I'd buy the Bern Hogarth anatomy books. I would buy I was really interested in those type of things for human anatomy too. But it is always easy to draw people naked, you know, like all the comic book artists say that. But in our comic Albatross Junction, it's just so cold. Sometimes I will draw, like you saw in Kevin's sketch earlier, that he has a female character, basically. Well, she is naked in the book, but it's almost like you're going to draw the character naked and then kind of put clothes on them, it seems like. And we have to put a lot of jackets and stuff on them over in our Albatross comic.
Yeah.
So those anatomy books are awesome. I try to keep to anatomy when I'm drawing, but for our characters, a lot of them are covered in like bulky equipment.
And my drinks will thaw the clothes off of these.
Yo, the book we didn't mention that we always mention is How to Draw the Marvel Way, bro. When you got that, you didn't need any reference. You thought you could just do it.
I just moved my copy around as well when I was moving my books around.
It was real.
Came across some other ones that are pretty good. I came across some books I haven't looked at yet that I could.
Man, I remember long time ago, I must have been like 14, 15. My brother used to work maintenance in his building, and he hit the jackpot. I guess they must have had like a photo studio or design studio upstairs, and they used to have, back in the days, it was like I think they were called American American something stock photo book. So it was just like thick, like 800-page books, series like 1 to 20. And I guess company must have thrown them out. And he called me up at home like, yo, we got these books with pictures in it. Like, I'll take them out the trash, you know what I mean, and see if you want them. I went out there and I saw like these fucking books that had pictures. They had it was like iStockPhoto.com printed. It was the best. It was the best, man. It was the best. Shits were heavy as fuck to get home, but we got them home. Oh, jackpot, man. Jackpot.
Yeah, this is our new poster that Kevin came up with. Primal is asking, have we got any new merch since the last stream? So you had Kevin's iPad actually ran out of power, but he showed I got a hoodie too. With this art. Now I want to get this art maybe on a t-shirt too. So we're gonna do like double duty with this artwork. It is gonna be a poster. Kevin set it up to be a poster, which we're actually gonna get printed this week to find out if we're gonna send like a 9x12 or if we're going to fold something bigger in half. We're trying to decide what we want to do. You know, trying to decide what's the best thing to do: fold it or have something a little smaller that we don't have to fold. We just put in the mailer, and that'll go for
be too bad. Oh, you know what? Honestly, I think if we print them large and it folds because like it'll just be. I don't think anyone's gonna like put it up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true. I think it's fine. Yeah, it could even fold a couple times probably.
I have posters that are folded and I keep them away. Like once in a while, I like peek in and look at them and that's it. And I put them back.
Right. I came across some of them too. I moved my comics around. I realized some of them have like a fold out poster.
Yeah, a lot of them.
And I treat it the same way. I kind of keep it folded most of the time. So.
Hold on, I want to show. I got my iPad back up.
Oh, he likes the bright teal. Yeah, I was really happy with that because this is going to be like something that they use in Mundo's bar that Mundo uses to serve. This is like a bottle for the worst drink, the nuclear melt. Well, not the worst, but the most deadly drink, the nuclear meltdown.
Here goes the
in Mundo's bar. Check this out. This is something I actually like. You know, it's small here, but I like the little Mundo's thing in like pink or red at the top.
Like a neon
yeah,
sign.
it does.
Yeah,
Looks great. It looks great.
I also think like the flame there looks a little like a guitar. I kind of like that for some reason, but it does look like I could see that as an animation. Maybe it's blinking or something. You know, Mundo's is kind of blinking. Open 24/7, and then he's got the artwork from the poster there.
Yeah, and those are drinks on the sides, Primal. That's a list of the drinks that he's going to serve there.
Yeah, so he's got like the thermal thaw out, the icebreaker, which we were discussing before, is like kind of the weakest of the drinks. So it's like if you were going to Mundo's for the very first time, you might get the icebreaker, but if you were going there with like you were going there depressed and you were like ready to kill yourself because like, you know, it sucks and the Albatross and all this stuff, then you might order a nuclear meltdown and take your chances. Like 50% of the people are going to die that drink a nuclear meltdown or whatever the percentage is. But Mundo always takes the shot with you.
Yeah, I'll definitely take a shot with
people
you.
At ease, you know, and Mundo's developed a resistance to it. A tolerance. Yeah. So the nuclear meltdown doesn't really affect Mundo that much. Maybe it burns his throat a little, but in Albatross, you kind of want your throat burned a little. You're very cold. It's very cold there.
Yo, the solar flare definitely kills everyone, right? I mean, it's a solar flare.
Yeah. That's your last. Well, the solar flare is your last drink on Earth. I mean, because that's the one that's going to be on the house. That's the one that's going to be on the house. So when I say, oh, here's the drink on the house, that's going to be the solar flare. So,
nice.
You know, we know you're going to get your ass burnt up and you're going to die, whatever. It doesn't matter. You're toast. Either way, you're toast.
Primal says he suggested a drink back in the day called the polar beer, and we liked it, so we got to include that one too. The polar beer, yeah, that would be like the that would be a beer, and then these are like mixed drinks, I guess, like on fire and stuff.
Yeah.
Like
these are for the heavy. These are for the heavy hitters, you know.
Definitely.
These are My menu here is not for the lighthearted drinkers.
I was also thinking. I was telling Kevin on the phone earlier that these colors that he used in the poster here we could use for like what El Mundo's bar looks like inside. You know, you might have neon around, you might have lit up cubed like holographic seats or something, within these colors. So this could kind of inspire what the inside of El Mundo's looks like, I think.
Well, and I think maybe the bar should change from time to time because you have people coming in and out, but at the same time, when you have people passing away and stuff like that from getting their last drinks and stuff.
But you got like an ice slide out the back, I think. Like there's like a slide that you just like slide the bodies down and it goes underground or something.
Yeah.
And it sweeps them out of the way.
That'll be like for the Dybbuk chamber, the Dybbuk chamber. I'll call it the Dybbuk chamber.
Some like cybernetic wolves that are eating, taking care of it. Or maybe they're pigs. Like, pigs are supposed to eat like any kind of bones or anything.
Well,
eat whatever.
Speaking of which, when the twins come into the bar, do they get their own special entrance area?
Well, I think if the twins are coming into the bar, unfortunately, no one else is leaving the bar. So you better hope they don't come in.
Oh, okay.
they're just killers. They can't help themselves.
Yeah, the twins are real.
I don't think you want them at your bar. Like any of these guys could come in though. Like Donovan will probably go to your bar.
Okay.
Get a drink. That's the only place to really get a drink in Pikeburg. But I don't think if the twins show up there, it would be really bad.
I think they would just like pass through,
Yeah.
They would get a drink, but they would go for the nuclear meltdown.
Yeah. And actually that's funny. I think we talked about it before, how if the twins stopped there for one of these deadly drinks that like normally burn people from the inside out, they would not get hurt by it because they're on some other planet. They're like a different species. They probably won't get hurt by it.
Yeah, I think they would be kind of like testing me a little bit, like how the bartender is still like alive after all this bullshit that they hear about and this and that. So they'll come and they'll have a drink with me and say, "Okay, all right, I'll give you that." They'll take the nuclear meltdown with me and say, "All right, you'll live. You got it. I'll let you go. I'll let you go. I can come and take a drink with you from time to time." It's entertainment for them.
Yeah, they get a kick out of that shit.
Yeah, that somebody can actually last with that kind of shit.
Oh man,
Polar beer is like the Bud Light of this bar. Is basically just water. That's what I was thinking. Like polar beer is like you could have a lot of them. I think we said that in that previous show. Like you can have a lot of polar beers, but you can't have many nuclear meltdowns or anything. There's just not. You don't have enough cells in your body to accommodate that type of nuke. Yeah, it's weak sauce compared to the others. This is Primal Gamer. Yeah, that's for the lightweights or for the
really lightweights. Yeah, they can't really hang. But it's not. I mean, it's not too much of a sissy drink. I mean, because it's beer, so we gotta let beer go. I'm a beer drinker, so
yeah, hell yeah.
Gotta let the beer slide a little bit.
All right, guys. Well, please come back and join us on Wednesday for our regularly scheduled program, Comic Book Creation Live. New Comic Book Day is Wednesday. That's where you're going to get your insider sneak peek into Albatross Junction every single week on Wednesday. And we do that show every single Wednesday. We also do these bonus shows, Mundo Monday, starring Mundo. And we'll keep doing those too. You guys have anything you want to say before we roll out?
Autobots, let's roll out.
It's a hot sign off. I like it.
Yeah. I love being on the show, guys. It's so much fun.
Yeah, it's a blast. It's a blast.
I can always say that it's a God-given blessing to be on the show with you guys each and every time.
Yeah, man. Appreciate you coming, man.
A lot of fun.
A lot of fun.
Always look forward to seeing Mundo and Kevin on a Monday and a Wednesday. Always look forward to see Primal Gamer. Thanks for stopping by. We appreciate anyone that's checking out this video.
Yep.
And
like and subscribe, people. Like and subscribe. Come hang out with us.
Yeah, definitely.
We would always enjoy more people to come in and talk with us and bullshit with us and everything else. So for Kevin and Anthony, it means a lot to them, but it also means a lot to me. For anybody who comes on, watches, and chimes in, come on in, come join the fun, guys. But like and subscribe too.
That was nice.
And next time, I promise to hit the live button at the right time. Today we were a bit late. We were here talking, but nobody cared All right, guys. So we'll see you on Wednesday. Thanks so much.
All right, fellas.
Laters.
Later on.
In here, we pour whiskey.
Sweet